out of my kitchen faucet here, and I am distilling it. And here I have a nice fresh glass of water. So, some things I've noticed about my water in Auburn, California. When I run a bath, I notice that sometimes the water comes out of my bathtub faucet reddish or brownish color, like dirty looking. Um, I don't know if that's rust or what it is, but that's the only time I notice it is when I run a bath because that's when the water is concentrated in the white bathtub where it shows up really good. But I also noticed that my water, when I run a bath and the water is in a large amount like that, I notice that it smells. It smells like a public swimming pool or a public hot tub. Uh, Not good. And sometimes, I've drank the water out of the kitchen faucet many times actually, and it does have a taste to it that is undesirable. A taste reminiscent of perhaps some type of chemicals. I don't know if it's chlorine or what it is, um, but it smells bad. It tastes bad. It looks bad. And I notice when I make coffee, when I use the tap water when I make coffee, the coffee just seems like not a good quality. Like when I use distilled water to fill the coffee maker, the coffee comes out much different. Thank you, thank you. This is a live stream. Um, so anyway, I have this is called an alembic. Now this is a distillation vessel that alchemists used um, in history uh, to how do I explain it to make the water better, to improve the water. It's for improving the water. It's a water distiller. So this is basically a laboratory grade tabletop water distiller that I'm using at home, and it's a medieval design. This distillation head is called a alchemist alembic glass, a distillation glass. It's very simple. It's small. Um, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm guessing that I could possibly do a solar distillation with this. If I left it out in the sunlight on a hot day, it would probably distill water on its own. No, I'm using a temperature of 190 degrees Celsius, and I do like to examine the temperature. I want to look into that more because I was reading online that certain things in the water could distill over, but that also that some things um, that could be in the water would be destroyed by certain temperatures of heat. Like any little bad critters or something. So the heat is important. Similar to cooking, when restaurants, when they're cooking food for the customers, they're supposed to check the temperature of the food, and there's some guidelines there. So I want to take a look down here at this water. This is just water out of my kitchen faucet. And look at that. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. I can assure you I do not want that in my body. Now, I've seen the water come out of the bathtub faucet, um, like I say, with reddish brown color, dirty looking, and whatever that stuff is, I do not want that in my body. And I don't want my body to be used as a filter to filter that stuff out, and then it's stuck in me, ruining my organs. And this stuff, in my opinion, has an absolute hideous look to it. I don't know if that's some type of salt or what. It looks like tiny little shards of glass, but I don't think that's what it is. Whatever it is, it seems to be water soluble, and it seems to appear when the water is concentrated in heat during distillation. So by using this device, I'm removing that stuff from my drinking water before I drink it. I'm much happier about that. Now, I do go to the grocery stores and buy distilled water. Normally, when I'm at the store looking for groceries, I'll see if they have, and I don't usually choose purified water or any of that stuff or spring water. I choose distilled water, and I will buy it. But there's always those times when I run out and I'm at home and I'm not ready to run to the store. I might be busy doing something else like getting ready to go to work or preparing a meal or something and run out of distilled water. And I've got my own tabletop water distillery right here that I can see what's going on. I know it's fresh and clean and pure. I don't have to wonder about what's in the bottle of water from the store that somebody else supposedly purified. And I can see what's being removed from the water. And if I bring this to dryness, um, it's much more visible to see what different colors of stuff that's in here. If this vessel comes to dryness and heat and that matter starts burning, we're going to see a lot more ugly funkiness of who knows what down there. So anyway, I like good, clean, pure drinking water for my health, and I'm going to include a link in the description for this Alchemy Alembic distillation head right here. This is a good one. Now I've seen these things for sale on some websites that are not made correctly, and this one is very nice. And what I mean by that is, first of all, that drip rail right there inside. The vapors come up, they collect on the inside of that glass, and they condensate back into liquid droplets, and then they roll down and are trapped in this drip rail where they have no choice but to roll over the distillation arm. So some of that goes over as steam or vapor depending on the temperature, and some of it condenses right up here in the distillation head and rolls down the sides into this drip rail and goes right over. So it vaporizes down here. I reduce this water to steam or vapor, it rises up here, collects in that distillation head, rolls down through the drip rail, and goes over the helm. So if you're online looking at these distillation heads and you don't see this well-pronounced drip rail in here that's obvious to see, then you don't have the right distillation head. This one is very good quality. So I'm going to include a link to this distillation vessel, just the head of it, of course. The bottom portion here, this flask, I had to purchase separately, and they come in different sizes and different shapes. And also the distillation head comes in different sizes. This one is 2000 ml. So I chose to buy this flask in the same size of 2000 ml. And it seems to be a good combination. So I'm going to include a link to this distillation head in the description below this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the Steven School Alchemy YouTube channel for updates, and have a nice day.